This is London. This is a Fall Guy. Fall Guys! So what did you actually have to do on Fall Guys?
I hand one piece of paper saying this is a really good idea to the founders of the studio and say, look, I think this is a really good idea. Then basically sit back and rest.
So when Joe originally came to you with the Fall Guys concept, you wanted him to work on something else and he threw Fall Guys at you.
And he just kind of veered off wildly, and he was gone by the time we realised he was veering off.
Fool's Gauntlet?
Fool's Gauntlet was the original kind of one page we set out.
Who came up with Fall Guys then?
That would be me.
Ah, you see?
So, oh God, that's the one thing I've got.
So if I'm not mistaken, Fall Guys came out of this head.
Yep, that's technically true.
Why?
I'd spent a lot of time watching Takeshi's Castle when I was younger. You never quite know what combination of like weird, insane rounds you're going to get.
So talking about all these TV shows then, I'm assuming that that was pretty useful source material for the game?
Absolutely. I mean, that's where most of our initial level ideas came from, was just watching the shows and kids' games.
What kind of kids' games?
Everything you can think of, so tag, bull rush.
What's Bull Rush? Is that the one where you have a big group of kids and they have to run across the schoolyard?
And there are defenders sort of in between. There's a beautiful simplicity about kids' games. Like, they're easy to understand. They're usually really interactive.
Did you ever play that at school?
It was called British Bulldog.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That was the one I know.
Yeah.
But did you know it's a knockout?
Yeah, I had seen a little bit of It's a Knockout. That was one of the things we looked at when we were talking about how the characters need to act. Yeah. There are some It's a Knockout rounds where they're dressed in these huge waddling costumes. Well, I was like, that's what it should feel like to play the game.
You find it hard to get commitment out of these young scamps?
No, they're all better than me and like really talented. That's another thing that massively frustrates me.
Sickening.
So many. It is sickening, yeah.
Mediatonic have just had a special delivery. Somebody is going to get in these.
How do you get in?
It's coming right through. So Peps, who's this?
That's Sam, he's my long-lost brother. We were recently reunited after years apart.
It's beautiful, that's beautiful. What's the most iconic level you've worked on, that you've produced?
I'd say definitely the most iconic would be Fall Mountain, which is a level where you race to the top of a mountain and you grab the crown at the end to be crowned the winner of Fall Guys.
Can I have a go?
Oh, by all means.
So a lot of these mechanics that you've got in this level have been there since early days.
Yeah, the core controls, jump, run, dive, grab.
And the different gameplay obstacles as well, like these rotating doors.
Yeah, this being one of the earliest levels we made, it's got mechanics in that have really stood the test of time and sort of give that real tactile slapstick feel when you get smashed by a swinging hammer.
Like that.
Like that.
And
like
again.
that.
And again.
It's funny.
Okay.
Now you just got to grab the crown.
Yay!
You nailed it.
I did it. Okay, we're in the Bob Ross zone. So you both do exactly the same thing?
Yes.
There we go.
Do you fight?
No.
Well, we combine, so Dan and Ash, dash.
So that is close to what you ended up with?
Yeah, this is kind of like the initial prototype, and we haven't deviated particularly far from this.
Have you been working more on environments?
More environments, but I have also done characters.
I think your background in work designing for theme parks and stuff has helped a lot.
True, yeah, I worked
Really?
in theme parks before this, so
Wow.
doing like whole courses is something I'm quite familiar with.
You had to do any last-minute tweaks to the design and to make it work better in the gameplay?
Mainly tech art, I've had to deal with that, with player control, figuring out stuff like grabbing each other.
So you just give them the pretty pictures and they have to work out how
That's
to
it.
make it work in the game. Do they come to you though and say, look, we need the design to accommodate this kind of behaviour?
Yeah.
It's been really important throughout the whole project, kind of nurturing that art and design process.
You need like the limitations, and that's where the best ideas come from, I think.
You're the reason why Fall Guys works as a 60-player online game.
Yeah, it's been an interesting task trying to get a 60-player game together.
Have you done that before?
No, I don't think many people have done that before, if any. I think that's one of the interesting things about Fall Guys is that there's no blueprint of how to make a game like this. Our characters' movement is very dependent on the floppiness of them. Yeah. So we did have it so only on the server it was like the character was moving statically, and on the client it was like spinning and rolling. But then we found that the spinning and rolling was important to how the movement of the character was affected. So we then had to go back to the drawing board and we came up with a new solution of like a partially networked ragdoll. The body of a Fall Guy is simulated in 2 parts, and that's simulated across the network and by the server, so everyone sees the same thing for the body. And then for the arms and the legs, we had a separate floppiness simulation, which is only on the client.
So the key to perfect floppiness is a partially networked ragdoll. Remember that, kids. Joe is going to give us a whistle-stop tour of Fall Guys team.
Man.
And you need to rate every player as we go through as well.
So you've got the art team.
Okay, art team.
Rob, the art lead. Say hello, art team.
Hello, art team. Out of 10 skill at Fall Guys?
Or art team are probably the worst, I have
Really?
to say.
Hey, come on.
True, no.
What are you giving them out of 10?
2?
2 out of 10.
That's quite generous.
So rude. Tech art.
Tech art team are a bit better.
Technical artists, are they better at Fall Guys?
Probably 3 out of 10.
Okay, production.
You guys are pretty good. Pretty competitive. 5 out of 10, I would say.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Pretty good.
Then we have the Fall Guys design team. We all know are the best team at Fall Guys. 9 out of 10.
Fall Guys playtest. Let's go. Oh, come on. Someone knock me down. Get up, get up, get up. What? I'm being dragged.
I got dragged back.
So outrageous. Woo! Qualified.
Watch this. See you later.
Whoa! So what's the goal here? What are you actually trying to do? I can't figure it out. What was Devolver's first reaction when you showed them the picture?
I believe Nigel came in and saw one GIF that I put in of Takeshi's castle, and then he saw the next slide where it was Fall Guys with little characters, and I believe he was like, sign it, what do you want? Let's just do it, let's go. So it was immediately pretty positive. Actually, it was terrifying going into a room being serious again after about like 3 or 4 years having not worked on anything and being like, oh God, I've got all of these people around the room that I am normally like drunk or just chatting with, and now I have to have a serious face and pitch to them like a business person who is a professional.
Fall Guys obstacle course under the Westway in London. Today's special guest referee, Graham Struthers from Devolver. Real life Fall Guys, the competition is on.
Get ready. Get set. Go!
We got this. We got this.
This game is going to come out fairly soon now.
Yeah.
Do you feel as optimistic now as you did when you saw that first pitch?
Yeah, more optimistic at this point. Like, you know, we've done PAX East recently. Just seeing people reacting to like a fairly old build in that respect with, you know, limited amount of rounds in it, like seeing some of the rounds coming through, seeing the games played at scale, feeling like just the good vibes of people. Yeah, if anything, I'm more confident in Fall Guys than I ever was.
Full beam confidence.
Full beam confidence.